brand new video, and we are finally halfway through the year, which means of course it's time to give you my top 10 movies of 2025 so far. So these are my personal top 5. I think everyone knows what my first 2 are if you've heard about me talking about it on the channel, or people that just know me in general. But they probably don't know what the rest are. Now these are just the ones that I have seen. I still haven't seen Mission Impossible, so that could make the list. That could bump some of these down. There are some earlier films I still haven't seen yet, and of course we've still got the rest of the year to go. But these are the ones that for me have stood out the most, that I've enjoyed the most. And yeah, a couple of these I actually haven't done reviews for on the channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewatch them in the future when they come to streaming and things like that. And then I'll give reviews then. I'll give a brief review now as well, but I'll give full out reviews later on the channel. So let me just move over to the side so I can put the posters there, and let's get into my top 10 movies of the year so far. Okay, so at number 10 on the list, because I like to go 10 to 1, at number 10 is Dangerous Animals. This was my mystery screening I had the other week. This surprised me, and hence why it's on my list. There's a couple of other things higher than this, but that is because, I will be honest, I'm not really a shark movie person. I have only seen Jaws. So compared to the other films on this list, I did have to put this at number 10. But it was a good film. It was enjoyable. It surprised me, actually. I was hoping it was going to be Megan 2.0 for my mystery screening, but it's fine. It's fine. Ended up being Dangerous Animals. And this is one I haven't done a review for, so expect that in the next coming weeks. At number 9, it is an Amazon Prime movie, actually. And in fact, I think it's the only streaming service film. Yep, it is. And that is You're Cordially Invited. And I'm quite surprised at how much I enjoyed this. I did do a review for it, so if you want to see my full thoughts, go check that out. But I enjoyed it. It was good. Will Ferrell, Reese Witherspoon, hilarious. They were good. But it's at the bottom because the rest of these films, to me, 10 and 9 are enjoyable. I really enjoyed them. But from 8 onwards, these are the ones that I will happily return to again and again. And just, I have a good time with them. And yeah. So from 8 onwards, prepare for some bangers. Though number 8 will surprise some people, because I think a lot of people might have this higher up on their list. But at number 8 is Nosperatu. Yes. It is quite low compared to some of the other films on this list. However, to me, Nosferatu was really good on first viewing, and then it kind of knocked down a little bit upon second viewing. So whether it's just because I was hyped for the film, who knows? But I still really enjoyed it. I mean, hence why it's above the other 2 films, because it is a good film. I believe I've done a review for Nosferatu. I cannot remember. But it is a good film, and it is very well done. The cinematography is brilliant. The acting is good. Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu, creepy as hell. So I will say, if you have not watched Nosferatu, do give it a watch. It is a bit strange in places, but if you can get past that, you will enjoy this film. So do give this one a watch. It's one of the more better vampire films we've got in modern times. I will say I'm kind of thinking about doing a top 10 modern vampire films list. So let me know if that's something you'd want to see. But yeah, Nosferatu is at number 8. At number 7, this might surprise some people, especially with Nosferatu being at 8. But number 7 is Until Dawn. I actually enjoyed this more than I thought I would. I was a bit concerned because I have played the game to a certain extent. I never actually finished it. Was going to play it whilst I'd seen the film, but never got a chance to. I have very bad timings when it comes to playing games. But I thought for what they did a good job. It was a good movie. I would watch it again. Yeah, again, this is another one of those ones that I've watched and I haven't done a review for on the channel. So bear with me. When I watch that again, I will do a review for it. But Until Dawn is at number 7. And above Nosferatu, just because I feel like I was more connected to Until Dawn than I was Nosferatu. That's all I'm saying. But I love the little nods to the game and things like that. So, like I said, expect a review for that at some point as well. The next one at number 6 is Final Destination Bloodlines. There was no way I was not going to put this on the list. It come very close to being in my top 5, but there was another film at my number 5 that I felt like was better. But I really enjoyed it. It was nice to come back to the Final Destination franchise. Yet again, this is one I have seen but not done a review for yet. So once I rewatch it, I'll give you guys my full thoughts. But this is my basic thoughts after having watched it a while ago. But no, it's good, and it's made me scared of new things. This is what I love about the Final Destination franchise. If you're someone like me who gets scared of things quite easy, there's new things that scare you, and it's just like, really? I'm still like, I've learnt to drive. I don't drive, but I have learnt. But I still like think about the whole log thing from Final Destination 2, so that's going to be fun when I finally do drive. But no, Final Destination Bloodlines, this was a good return to form. And also, R.I.P. Tony Todd, you are an absolutely amazing man. And as weird as it sounds, I'm glad this was your last film, especially with the fact that you had an unscripted moment in this, and I love it. So yeah, that's my 6. So now into the top 5. These are the 5 films that I have really enjoyed the most. I'm happy to own on physical media that I'm going to watch again and again. So let's get into it. And at number 5 is Thunderbolts. I don't know why I did that. The MCU film. I think, if I'm going to be completely honest, I think Thunderbolts might be my favourite MCU film. I know we've got Fantastic Four to come out. That could be it. That could. But something in my gut's telling me it might not. I really enjoyed Thunderbolts. I'm starting to get more of a crush on Bucky now. I know. My sister loves Bucky, and for a while I was like, it's Bucky, you know, he's fine. And then Thunderbolts come out, and he had this really epic scene on the bike, and just, that man. Love Bucky. Sorry, sis, I'm gonna now crush on Bucky. But no, this was a really good film. Yeah, again, this is one I was going to review, but I haven't done it yet, so I will do a Fallout review when I can watch it again. But I must have really enjoyed it if it's in my top 5. But the next 4, out of the 4, there's only one I haven't done a review for, and that is for my number 1 film, but I will do a review for it at some point because I am planning to buy it on Amazon Prime. That is how much I enjoyed it. I'm willing to pay the £20 just to own it on Amazon Prime before it comes out in physical. I know. But at number 4, we have Companion. This surprised the hell out of me. I was shocked at how much I enjoyed this. I had a good laugh with this. I think the whole film is so weird, but so enjoyable. If you have not watched Companion, do give it a watch. This was my favourite film up until the third one in this, well, up until the third spot come in. And it is just so good, and just, I'm glad I got to see it on the big screen. I can't remember, I think, was it a mystery screening, or was it one, no, I think it was one that actually appeared at the cinema, I think. Or it might have been a mystery screening, I cannot remember. Either way, I enjoyed it, I had a good time with it, and I will be owning it physically. Okay, at number 3, this is the one that knocked Companion down, and that is Novocaine. This was such a weird film. Jack Quaid has done 2 films this year so far, and they're both in my top 2. Top 2? Top 5. Novocaine, such a weird film. Most of these films are weird. But it's weird in the sense of this is about a character who cannot feel pain, and you just see all these things he goes through just to save one person. And the amount of things he gets hit with, and burnt with, and shot with, and oh, wow. Yeah, it's one of those that I cannot wait for it to come out on physical media. I want it. I want to watch it again and again. It's funny. It's hilarious. It has some really good moments in it. And it's just, yeah, I found myself going at times. And so did some of the other people in my screening. I remember. And this was actually, this was definitely a mystery screening. I remember this. because I sat there thinking, oh, I wonder what the mystery screen is going to be. And then Novocaine popped up and I was like, oh, yes. Because this was one of the ones that I was like, I want to see. Because normally with the mystery screenings, when it comes to the titles, it's films I've not even heard of. Like The Substance, Dangerous Animals, Restless. So having Novocaine pop up, I was like, yes. Ugh, love it. But that is why it's at my number 3 spot. But we're now into the top 2, and this will shock some people that my number 2 is not at my number 1, but there is a reason why. At number 2 is Lilo and Stitch. Yes, I know. You'd think it'd be in my number 1 spot. It is not. There is a film, and it's the only film I've given a 10 out of 10 for this year, so far. There's still some other films coming out. But Lilo and Stitch is at my number 2, and the best live action remake we have gotten so far. I don't care what other people say. I think they did brilliantly. Like I said, there are some things that did not fit. If you've seen my review, you'll know. But for what they done, I think they did an amazing job. I found myself crying. I found myself laughing. And they did some iconic moments from the film in this. And just, yes, it has its little nags, but I still really enjoyed it. Best live action film we have gotten, tied with Cruella for me, and I really enjoyed Cruella. So yeah, Lilo and Stitch is at my number 2, but at my number 1, like I said, it probably surprised some people that Lilo and Stitch is not my number 1, but my number 1 film so far for this year, and I'm going to be completely honest, do not think that's going to be budged. I really don't. I'll be shocked if it does, but hands down, I don't think this is going to be beat. And that is Sinners. This is the vampire film. I haven't done a review for it, and I'm really annoyed. I will do a review for it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to rewatch it, and I'm going to give you my full thoughts on Sinners. So the only thing I'm going to say is I gave this film a 10 out of 10. So that is saying something. So if you want to hear my full thoughts, wait for the review. Because Sinners, oh my God, is all I'm going to say. So keep an eye out for that review. In fact, you know what? I might even do it this week. I'll either do it this week or next week, 100%, because I need to watch that film again. Need to watch it again. But yeah, that is my top 10 movies of 2025 so far. Like I said, quite a few of these, to be honest, I haven't done reviews for yet. I'm so far behind on my reviews. It is ridiculous. I keep saying to myself I'm going to be better at my reviews, but it takes time, and it's one of those things where if I've watched a film before I've gone to work, I then can't review it until the following day, and then I get busy, and then I forget, and all that. But I do promise that every film that I see this year, I will be doing reviews for, whether it is later on down the line, whether I watch it and then I don't review it for another couple of months, or whatever. But I will try my absolute best to get more into a rhythm. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and also notification bell down below to be notified when I post. And leave me your comments and thoughts on this video. And let me know, what is your top 10 movies of the year so far? What ones have you enjoyed the most? What's in your top 10? Let me know. There might be films in your top 10 that I haven't seen yet. Like I said, I have not seen Mission Impossible yet. I have not seen Karate Kid Legends yet. I haven't seen some of the other big ones. Yeah, there's some other big ones I haven't seen yet. But no, so let me know in the comments down below what's your top 10 movies of the year so far. And I'll see you guys in my next one.